Donald Trump did not greet the news that the Democrats in the House would soon have his taxes in a way that I would say is well. He said, "Why would anybody be surprised that the Supreme Court has ruled against me? They always do. It is unprecedented to be handing over capital T tax, capital R returns, and it creates terrible precedent for future presidents." Precedents for presidents, look at that. Has Joe Biden paid taxes and all the money he made illegally from Hunter and beyond? Which is not a great store, I've always found. The Supreme Court has lost its honor, prestige, and standing and has become nothing more than a political body. With our country paying the price, they refuse to even look at the election hoax of 2020. Shame on them. Bear in mind, Joe Biden's taxes have been available for years publicly. You can look at them actually. They're available if you want, whereas Trump's are not. Also, let's not forget that 1/3 of the Supreme Court was picked by him, and they have delivered, if not him specifically, although often him specifically, the conservative movement, massive wins up to and including this year. So it's kind of convenient for you to pretend that they're opposed to you. You've chosen a significant chunk of them. And even that isn't enough for Donald Trump. But I will say, JR, and I'm interested in your thoughts on this. They could have stopped this. In fact, if you had asked me, will the Supreme Court stop this? I'm gonna be needlessly honest and say, yes, I think they probably will. Now, it is possible this is an indication, not that they're not conservative, but that they're starting to align with a different wing of the Republican Party. Maybe they see DeSantis as a better representative of conservatism, and this is a convenient way to hurt Trump. I don't know, but I would have probably predicted that they would have killed this thing. What do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty open about the Republican Party looking to move on finally from this guy. And again, since many of these folks in the Supreme Court are operatives of that party, yeah, they may go along with it. So they're figuring out where to land. But also, I wonder this, because of so many things that Trump is now openly and I guess honestly saying he wanted to do with the Supreme Court. I appointed these people, they're supposed to do what I tell them. He's openly said things like that, alluding to that. I appointed them, they do what I say, they do it this and that, they're my appointments, all that stuff. And that's being broadcast. Again, something else many Republicans probably don't like about him, how he says all the things that he's doing that are so damn corrupt, that they don't want to keep being in the spotlight for then rubber stamping him, then rubber stamping again, then rubber stamping again. They can't hold on to this fantasy or this lie to American people that they're not beholden to the guy who put them in that position. So at some point they gotta break so they don't prove his point, which everyone is saying, hey, he says he owns you. Are you an owned Supreme Court justice? You deserve to be on this court. They got the position they wanted. Now they need to detach and hold on to their spot.
Yeah, and they don't, like, even people like DeSantis have to worry about what Trump is gonna do to them, but the Supreme Court really doesn't. Unless he sends a mob to kill them or something, which I guess there is some precedent for, to be fair. Other than that, they don't really have to worry about him. Trump is consoling himself to this new news, as well as news we're gonna turn to in just a second, by doing what he always does, which is just sharing memes that people tweeted him. Like, I know this is petty of me, but I cannot get over, if you go on his Truth Social feed, it is, first of all, it's like an unusable site. It's just ugly. And his feed in particular is just bad memes. He shared this, which is a QAnon thing. He has sacrificed so much to save humanity from a cable, as Marjorie Greene would say. Okay, that doesn't necessarily matter, although it's ridiculous and self-serving that he would share that knowing that he sacrificed nothing. But that person, Andrea, at God Bless Trump, who is definitely a 45-year-old Russian man, if it's a human at all, that no matter how much you think, no matter how many you think that person shares Trump memes per day, you're wrong. He shares dozens of just that person's memes every day. And there's many people like that. Their entire activity is just making these graphic design is very much my passion memes all day long. And it's just amazing that that's how he spends his time. Him and Elon Musk. They are billionaires, alleged and likely real. They could do anything they want with their day. And what they do is share bad memes made from bots. It's amazing. JR, if I gave you a week off, would you go online? Like, no, you'd be having fun. You'd be like at the beach, or like they just want to share a meme that says they're cool. So weird.
Can't even enjoy whatever life that they've been granted because they're too busy concerning themselves with legitimizing themselves, or at least hateful. Like, bro, we've said it so many times. Enjoy it, bro. Just chill. Enjoy it. Relax. Why is this like your calling in life to destroy people, or I don't know, be a supervillain? Who knows what the motivations are? Insecurity is insecurity.
They're broken by dragon sickness. That's what they are. Well, Donald Trump, in addition to now having to worry about his taxes being released, there's some updates on other investigations. I'm not gonna go through all of them. There's too many. There just is. But civil fraud case in New York now has been set a date. It's going to begin October 2nd of next year. So that's the $250 million lawsuit against him and the Trump organization. By the way, there is new information that was just released about the bonus structure for Alan Weisselberg, who in 1 year, I think it might have been 2019, I apologize if I'm wrong about that, got $300,000 as a bonus. They gave him 100,000 of that the way that you're supposed to, like through your pay, it goes on a W-2. He got like $70,000 from a Trump skating rink. He got 50,000 3 times from The Apprentice and Mar-a-Lago and another place. I'm not an accountant or a lawyer, but that's fraud. Like, they are trying to hide his bonus across everything. He has nothing to do with those other places, by the way. He's not involved with Mar-a-Lago or the skating rink. It is amazing. And so they're gonna be looking at that. His latest hearing on the document scandal. Again, not a lawyer, but the interpretation of the way the testimony went was not good. And it is possible that Judge Eileen Cannon, the Trump judge who's been trying to save him this whole time, her entire authority over this might be stripped away soon. So we'll have to see. And there's a special counsel, and probably nothing will come of any of this, but at least the interim steps are not coming up Trump.